Is religion beyond attack? Is it wrong to criticize and attack the idea of Christianity, of Islam, of any of these different religions? That is the question we are faced with in today's story. Because today we are talking about this new ongoing controversy surrounding American singer-rapper Lil Nas X. And he has released these new Satan shoes, as they're called, featuring apparently a drop of human blood. Along with, on the side, you can see there's a pentagram on top, and also it says Luke 10:18. If you're not aware, Luke 10:18 is a Bible verse that reads, "He replied, I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven." These shoes were released only 600 pairs and they were priced at $1,018. And it was also worth noting that these shoes were actually released alongside this new music video by the same rapper, Lil Nas X. And this video is called Call Me By Your Name. And this video features Lil Nas starting out in heaven before eventually falling down to hell. He pole dances down to hell. Then when he's in hell, he essentially worships the devil, rides the devil, and then takes the devil's horns. And now both this music video and these shoes have been widely criticized online. We have people such as this governor saying, our kids are being told that this product is not only okay, it's exclusive. But do you know what's more exclusive? Their God-given eternal soul. We are in a fight for the soul of our nation. We need to fight hard, and we need to fight smart. We have to win. We also saw this tweet from Candace Owens who said, why has "oh but I'm gay" become a default excuse for immorality? It was Kevin Spacey's line when he was accused of sexual assault. Andrew Gillum's when he was caught with a hooker and crystal meth. Now it's the reason Lil Nas X needs to make a Satan shoe with human blood. We even saw YouTuber Boblax come out saying, as someone who is progressive but also Christian, I've been conflicted about the Lil Nas controversy and have recently come to a conclusion. I don't have an issue with his song or video, but the shoes is going way too far. It's the equivalent of selling shoes that say F all gays. We should be respectful of all types of people, black, gay, trans, Asian, Christian, Muslim, Jew, etc. There's a lot to dislike Christianity for, but selling merch that promotes hatred towards them is not the way. You can uplift LGBT without attacking Christianity. I'm also not saying that all fictional depictions of devils and demons is an attack on Christianity. Games like Bayonetta are all about demons and I'm fine with that because it's fiction and not anti-Jesus. But the shoes have Bible verses and references to biblical Satan. It's different. Alongside all these criticisms, there's also been some other criticisms online from people who have been pointing out that it seems as though Lil Nas X has copied his music video from another creator. You can see here this user Arthur Tam is comparing the video by FKA Twigs, and he's comparing it to Lil Nas X's video, and these are two different videos, obviously Cellophane by Twigs and Call Me By Your Name by Lil Nas, and you can see here both videos feature someone starting out up in sort of the heavens in some sort of cloudy area before then descending down into a darker place by pole dancing. Lil Nas later put out a statement saying that he wasn't aware of any glaring similarities between the two videos until it had been pointed out to him. And as well as all the controversy and backlash, we have also seen Nike put out a lawsuit against Mischief, I think is how you pronounce it. And they are basically the artists that worked with Lil Nas in creating and putting out his Satan shoes. In the lawsuit, Nike claims that they had nothing to do with this product going out and that it is actually confusing the market, it's confusing people, and because of this we have actually seen some people online calling to boycott Nike because they thought that Nike had approved of this product. Anyway, that's basically what's going on with this, and now I just want to kind of divulge into a little rant about my own opinion on this. I think that the outrage over this is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, I understand that Nike might want to sue for this. I understand that they're suing. They're going with a lawsuit to try and stop this product going out there. They've not approved of this product. It is their shoe that has been modified and put out there to try and represent Satanism, and it wasn't approved by them. So I get that that lawsuit's going on, and I think that's perfectly fine. I also think that the criticism about, okay, this music video is very similar to this other music video, I think that's very valid criticism as well. However, What I do not think is a big deal at all is the actual shoes themselves and is the actual music video themselves. I think that, okay, sure, you might as a Christian think that is a little bit offensive. But at the end of the day, I'm sitting here thinking, who gives a damn? Who cares if something is offensive? This isn't even all that offensive compared to countless other things we've seen in the past that haven't gotten nearly the same amount of outrage. Who cares that someone has a pair of shoes that has a pentagram on them, that they're Satan's shoes? What's the big deal? I don't get it. How is this promoting any sort of hatred against Christians? I don't understand. You could maybe argue, okay, it's speaking against Christianity. Maybe you can argue that. Maybe you can say it's an attack on Christianity. And okay, maybe you're right there. But if you ask me, I don't think there's anything wrong with attacking Christianity. I don't think there's anything wrong with attacking Islam or any other religion. Religions are simply ideas. They are not people. They are not any personal thing that you're attacking. A religion is simply an idea. Maybe it's not a small idea, it's a big idea. And it's a big idea that maybe lots and lots of people follow. But a religion is an idea. And no idea is above criticism or being attacked. It is not wrong to attack ideas. What is wrong is to attack people for following ideas. That is what is wrong. It would be wrong if Lil Nas had put out an entire music video saying, fuck Christians, fuck these people. That would perhaps be wrong. But that's not what the music video was. It is not hating Christians, it is hating perhaps Christianity. There is a tremendous difference there. The Bible, the Quran, those two books that represent those religions, those things are filled with disgusting, heinous verses. Both condemn gay people. Both treat women essentially as second-class citizens. Both speak out against all sorts of things that we today, just in general, do not tolerate in society. I think it is perfectly reasonable for someone to say F Christianity after reading some of the passages from the Bible. Just as I think it is perfectly reasonable if someone said F Islam after reading the Quran. People can argue all they want about how the Bible says love thy neighbor and all the rest of it. Don't judge others. And you're right, those books do say stuff like that. However, they also say the complete opposite things as well. Such as, a man should not lie with another man or it's a sin and you're going to go to hell and be damned forever. There's some conflicting statements in these books. And we are very, very fortunate as a society that people in general do not tend to live their lives following these books to the T. No one follows their religion exactly as it is presented. Everyone just picks and chooses the parts that they want to follow. And I think that's fair enough. But I also think it's fair enough for people to criticize the religion in general, for people to even hate the religion, to attack it. And I think any outrage over this is silly. And I genuinely struggle to see why people are so upset with this. Maybe that's just a lack of understanding on my part, but I don't get it. One of my favorite TV shows based on some comic books or graphic novels is a show called Preacher. This is a show that ended a year or two ago, and the entire show derides God, derides Jesus, completely just absolutely blasphemous material. Completely makes a fool of it all. You see religious figures get sexually assaulted. You see them get beat up, made fun of, all the rest of it. Like, this show is entirely, utterly blasphemous. Should that show be banned now as well? Should we go back even years ago? Monty Python and the Life of Brian, one of my favorite movies. Should we ban that movie for being blasphemous? I mean, that movie was banned at a time. In many places, that movie was banned because the church hated it. Christians hated it because it was making fun of their God. It was making fun of Jesus, making fun of their religion. How dare you? The hate that Monty Python got for putting out that movie was huge. Huge controversy. Are we somehow now going back in time as a society to a time where you are now no longer allowed to make fun of religion? You're now no longer allowed to criticize religion? I understand that Lil Nas here, he's not making fun of it. He is outright maybe damning it. But it's still, in principle, the same thing. It's about talking out about something. It's about talking out against it. We saw another example of this with Islam recently in the UK, and it was a teacher. And it was a teacher in the UK who had shown in her class at school, she was talking about religion, and she was trying to get a conversation going. And she showed her class some cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad. Not cartoons she was endorsing, not cartoons she had drawn, but she was showing cartoons, and it was to do with Charlie Hebdo and all that stuff going on in France. And in response to these cartoons being shown, this woman has received the most heinous comments online. She has received threats. She had lots of different religious men standing outside her school protesting. She ended up getting suspended over this, all because she showed a cartoon. Not a cartoon she endorsed, not a cartoon that she drew, a cartoon she showed her class to get a conversation going. And the argument here is, it's offensive and it's wrong, and how dare anyone show these cartoons? I think that is utterly ridiculous. We don't live under blasphemy laws in the West. What is going on here? Why is it suddenly wrong to criticize Christianity in a music video? Why is it suddenly wrong to get a conversation going by showing an image of the Prophet Muhammad that was drawn, and a whole hot political topic? Why is it wrong to discuss that and to look at that? No religion, no idea is above criticism, is above hate, or is above attack. People are. I don't think it's right to, again, hate people. You should not attack Christians. You should not attack Muslims. You should not attack people who follow ideas. People have the right to follow their ideas in peace and not be bothered for that. However, the ideas themselves are not immune from attack, from hate, from criticism. You can hate any idea you want to, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I will stand by that forever. I mean, I've stood by that for a very long time. It's how I've always thought. And I think it is ridiculous to try and argue that there is something wrong with criticizing or being against Christianity, speaking out against it. I very much agree with the life philosophy of just live and let live. I like to think things are what they are. Just leave things be. Let people live the way they want to live and do the things they want to do, as long as they're not really harming anyone else. I think in general, I mean, that doesn't always apply for every single situation, but in general, I think that is a great way to live, and for me, that's perfect. That's how my mind works. I think let everyone be. Let them do what they want to do. Believe what they want to believe. But that goes both ways. And what that means is that I don't think anyone should be walking up to your door, knocking on your door and asking, are you a Christian? Well, did you know that God is this and Jesus is that and Christians are terrible? I think that's wrong. But what it does mean is that it's perfectly okay for someone to go to the internet and make a video about why they think Christianity is terrible. Again, there is a difference between insulting or attacking Christianity as a whole versus attacking the people who follow it. There is a huge difference, and that seems to be the thing that people aren't quite grasping. People are failing to differentiate between the individual and the idea. Ideas are not people. They are not immune from criticism. People, on the other hand, are personal, and they deserve to be shown a bit more respect and less aggression. Anyway, I think I've rambled about that long enough. That rant was probably a little bit disorganized. But anyhow, let me know what you're thinking about all this in those comments down below. Do you agree with me? Do you think that it's perfectly okay to attack religions but not maybe the actual people following them? Or maybe you think vice versa. Maybe you think it's okay to attack the people but not the religion. I don't know. Let me know what you're thinking in those comments down below. Make sure to leave a like or a dislike on the video. Subscribe if you're new here. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video.